First reaction to my book cover. I didn't know what else to give.
So I've been documenting a lot of the processes that go into self-publishing your own book, and you see a lot of them steps in my previous video, but this one's going to be mainly focused on the book cover and everything to do with that, because the last time I left off, it was around the area of the copy edit and getting that all proofread and sent off. That's been and gone, that's done, and the book's locked. So now the book's locked, now it was time for the cover. And I didn't have an exact idea for the cover when starting all this. I think that's getting a bit ahead of yourself, trying to figure out your cover before you even finish the book. But one of the first steps I did was create almost like a proof and example of what I kind of want the cover to look like. And I got my cousin to help me out with that. And then we kind of came up with this. Am I going to put it full screen? Am I going to put it here? I don't know. But this is what we kind of came up with. I kind of like the gradient. I kind of like the idea. You get the gist of the racing element. And we did that a while ago, but now that we were coming into this later stage of the whole self-publishing process, I've knocked my camera. Thank God that didn't fall. That looks all right. And so at this stage of this whole development, my self-publisher came back to me and they actually provide cover design as a part of the services I picked out. And what I did is I sent them the example that I already made up and said I want something like this, but I didn't want to constrict them to that idea necessarily. I was just like, here's a general vibe. I need this, 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 and that. And then kind of seeing what they came back with. What you're about to watch is kind of my reactions, my genuine reactions to each of the versions I get back from them. So pass Kieran and go.
Okay, so this is kind of a big one, and where we're at now is the book cover. So what I've got here in front of me now is essentially the first draft, or the first version of the book cover. This is the first time I'm seeing this. I sent a little example of what I'd like it to be, but I was like, do whatever you think's best. I am not a book cover designer. I could see this and be like, yep, great straight away, or it may need a few changes. So this is my actual genuine first reaction to this. I was in work when it came in, and the temptation to look at it all day was mad. Let's go. First reaction to my book cover. Interesting. I didn't know what else to give. There's just so much to take in. Right, I have to look at this better. So it is kind of in line with what I originally sent out to them. So that is good, because that's what I was worried about, whether it just went completely rogue. It's a definite start. I love the gradient. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted. But yeah. Cut to me reacting to the next update. For reference, I've already had one version of this.
Yeah, this is the second version.
This is the second version.
Edited version.
The edited version. I've added the blue hand, I've updated the helmet shape, I've updated his head position to be looking at the helmet, I've added tire marks to the title, I've added a racetrack to the background. Okay. They do have the tire marks, and it is a bit better than the last one. The helmet's better.
Oh, that's cool, Kieran.
And then the third version came back, did not get a reaction from that because I was away in Benidorm, of all places, and accidentally opened it and saw it, so there's no reaction to that. But it was great. It was perfect. It was exactly what I wanted. I loved the gradient of it. I loved the feel. It just felt right. Gave the big thumbs up, and yeah. That means the cover is all complete, approved, and it's what you're going to see across a bunch of websites, Amazon, Waterstones, everywhere, and what I can use as well for my own marketing, because now there's an actual look for the cover and for the book. I can now use that and have a more consistent thing for my own marketing purposes, which is great because I've just kind of been developing it over time, not really knowing where and what the feel of the cover will look like. But now I can at least be consistent. And because the cover was all approved, it meant that they could get to work on the full cover design, so like the actual dust jacket. So the front, back, spine, folds, flaps, folds. Flaps doesn't sound right. going to say folds. And that's what they've actually been working on. And literally today I have approved the full cover design. I'm not going to quite put it here because I think it will look better and make more sense out there when I actually have the physical book. So what's the next stage? Everything's pretty much lining up pretty nicely. The cover's done. The book's done. It means we're on to print. So hopefully soon I can sit here, show you out there my actual physical book in my hands. And if I have a physical copy, that means you out there will be getting a physical copy soon as well. Please be nice. But yeah, I'm going to be sharing more of the processes that still go on, because just because the book's written, the book's done, doesn't mean everything else is finished. So I've got a whole lot of marketing to do. I've got to go out there and get the book out there and actually hopefully sell copies. Please. So there is a lot more to share. I still don't have an outro for this stuff, so bye.